Hey guys, this is Faiz with Remax Signature, and today we're going to be talking about selling your home directly to an internet buyer or an iBuyer. iBuyers are real estate-based companies that claim to buy your home in exchange for convenience, and they promise to make the real estate selling experience as hassle-free as possible. Now, there are some pros and cons to consider when working with these companies. So let's go ahead and dive into the three pros, and then we're going to cover the three cons. Number one, the convenience that they have to offer. These companies are big, they have the capital, they have the money, and they can be the direct buyers of your property, which means you don't have to put up with making the property look good, doing the repairs before the listing, staging it or taking nice photos, and also allowing for showings to take place, multiple showings, and also the property being on the market for weeks or months. So these companies offer the convenience of eliminating all of the stress and giving you a guaranteed buyer. Which is the second pro of working with these companies, is that they are the end buyer and there is no uncertainty about closing on time, and there are no other contingencies associated, such as financing contingency, somebody being able to be approved for a loan or not. These folks, they have their own money and they can just buy it directly from you with their own money. The third pro to consider is that it's quick. Because it's a cash transaction, most of the time expect the closing to take place within 3 weeks tops. So 2 to 3 weeks depending on title and HOA, stuff like that. So within 3 weeks, consider the property sold and money in your pocket. So those are the three pros. Let's talk about the three cons of working with iBuyers. Number one, right off the bat, is high fees. Okay. Now, in exchange for the convenience that you're receiving, do expect a trade-off, and the trade-off comes in the form of higher fees. These fees range from 7% to 11.5%, which in a traditional real estate transaction could be 5 to 6%, what we call a brokerage fee. But in this case, the minimum you can expect is about 7%, but it ranges all the way to 11 and 11.5%, depending on a few factors. Okay, so that's number one to keep in mind. The second is the uncertainty in the offer price. Now, keep in mind, these companies, when they make you an offer, the final price is subject to inspections and subject to approval of the final numbers. When you go under contract with these companies, you can expect to have a lot of contractors come in through the home. They may have requests for you to either repair or either adjust the sales price. So do anticipate the final price to be much different than the original price that was offered to you. Number three goes to loss of equity. In exchange for the convenience that you're getting, do expect to sell your property for a little bit less with a little bit higher fee. Again, you're getting the convenience of selling it guaranteed to an end buyer and closing quickly. So those are the three pros and cons to consider. Now, how does that impact you, or what you should do to make sure that you're getting a good deal when working with an end buyer, an investor, whether it's these companies like Zillow, OfferPad, or Open Door, is to shop around for sure. So you can get a quote directly by working with these companies, see what they have to offer. Of course, you're not obligated to sell it to them, but you can try to get an initial offer to see where it stands. The second thing is to look at your bottom line. Look at the net proceeds instead of the sale price. The sale price doesn't mean anything because you could be selling the property to two different buyers, two different scenarios, where one is offering a higher sales price, one is offering a lower sales price, but you have to keep in mind that there's going to be transaction costs in between, which could eat up your equity. So make sure that you focus on the net price that you're receiving instead of the offer price. I hope this video was helpful. If there are any other topics you wish me to cover, by all means, reach out to me, let me know, comment, like, share. I look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Bye.